Hello, everybody. This is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another story of drugs being used. Um, Mother unable to save daughter hooked on ketamine. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise, you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3@gmail.com on PayPal. An inquest is heard of a mother's desperate attempt to save the life of her daughter, who was ketamine addicted. Isabel Sphearson Morris started taking the illegal Class B drug regularly in 2020. At a time of her death in 2025, its continuous use had rendered her incontinent and seriously underweight. In Isabel's final moments, her mother, former nurse Anne Morris, performed CPR in the family home. She told Bournemouth Coroner's Court, "I have saved a lot of lives in my career, both as a nurse and a flight attendant, but ultimately I couldn't save my own daughter." Catch 22. Scott Davey from the Drug and Alcohol Service REACH, which supported Isabel, told the inquest that ketamine use eventually becomes habitual. It is very cheap, accessible, that plays into it massively. It's not the acute effect, it's the long term effect where it's done physical damage and then being used to manage the pain. It's catch 22. Morley said that when her daughter was caught on the ward twice with ketamine during her last hospital stay, I followed her out of the building and tried to get the number plate of whoever was supplying my sick child with ketamine. Damaged bodies. Justine Royal, consultant urologist at Aberdeen Royal Infirmary, recently told BBC Scotland that the hospital's ketamine bladder clinic sees one or two young people a month that have significant levels of damage in their urinary tract. Royal said her patients tend to think ketamine is not going to do them any harm. In reality, they are damaging themselves beyond redemption. She added, "The vast majority of people who have long-term usage will end up with significant damage to their bodies. It can affect erectile function, it affects the liver, and there is some evidence that it may affect the brain in long-term usage as well." Home Office data from wastewater analysis in England indicates that 30,800 kilograms of ketamine were consumed nationally in 2024 and 2025, a rise of 54% on the previous year, equating to £0.9 billion in illegal sales. This is a dangerous drug and it should not be taken willy-nilly. I was on ketamine years ago when I had really severe hip pain, and it just made me vomit continually, and I just don't know how anybody could get addicted to such a heavy drug, but they do, and it's lethal. And this poor mother has done everything that she possibly could to save her daughter, but it wasn't enough. The animals who sold her the drug should be utterly ashamed of themselves. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.